Good morning, one and all. Welcome to this 1 week online FDP, that is Faculty Development Program on G Suite and allied tools in education, teaching, and e-content development, starting from 29th of June up to 4th of July 2020. I, Dr. Swati Sherekar, Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, welcome you all on the behalf of department as well as on the behalf of Sant Gadge Baba, Amravati University, Amravati. For this 1 week online FTP, in this inaugural ceremony, we have amongst us our Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Murlidhar Chandekar sir, who is the constant source of inspiration for such a innovative initiatives which we rendered in our campus. Along with him, we have our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Rajesh Jaipurkar sir, who is the treasure of motivation and inspiration, and Dr. Tushar Deshmukh, the Registrar of Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, Amravati, who is the backbone of this 1 week online FTP program. As we know, because of this COVID-19 pandemic situation, all of us are locked in our homes, the teachers as well as the students. We lost our day-to-day connectivity. For this particular situation, online teaching is the only solution. And G Suite provides us lot of different beautiful facilities and the services through G Suite. Therefore, we have chosen this particular theme for this FTP program. To tell us more about this particular theme and about this particular program, I request our convener, Dr. V.M. Thakre sir, who is the HOD of Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, Amravati. I request Dr. V.M. Thakre sir to brief us on this occasion.
Good morning to all of you, dear friends and dear delegates. I welcome you all to this 1 week FTP on G Suite in education, teaching, and e-content development. This FTP is specifically aimed at using the tools of Google that is bundled in G Suite to use it for online teaching in some purposes of education, e-content development, and research. To start with this FTP, first of all, it's my duty to express my sincere thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. M.G. Chandekar sir for giving our department permission to conduct this FTP. Also, it is important to note the efforts taken by Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. R.H. Jaipurkar sir to take lots of efforts to get through implementation of this FTP, and also the Registrar Dr. T.R. Deshmukh sir to help to conduct of this FTP and implementing lots of guidance and to start this FTP. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor is always encouraging the use of technology in education, teaching, and research. Dear friends, on this occasion, I really congratulate to all the faculties of the department, including organizing committee members, that they have taken the step to organize 1 week FTP. This FTP is being inaugurated today. This is an inaugural session, and on this occasion, I am giving you the conceptual view of the complete FTP organization. As you know, the e-learning and m-learning is now not a new concept. The need of this e-learning and unlearning technology has been in discussion since long back, that is at least from last 10 years. But this process of actually bringing it into the use and implementation has taken grip since last 2 to 3 years. This scenario actually started when UGC and AICT has started in big way to come forward to create video sentence and share it with universities and colleges through NPTEL and SWAYAM. It is worth to mention that IITs have big contribution to this activity. Now, for purpose of UGC has started a separate wing called NRC, that is National Resource Center, at many universities. The AICT and UGC is also giving encouragement to this activity through use of MOOCs, POS, e-trainings, use of LMSs, and so on different online platforms. As a part of this activity, our university Vice Chancellor Honorable Dr. Chandekar Sir has given strong support by conducting the awareness programs on development of e-contents and also use of LMS. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor has given big boost to organize Google Classroom training programs to faculties of university and colleges. And not only that, he has made it compulsory to use LMS like Google Classroom for teaching and learning. Not only that, our Honorable Vice Chancellor has also given large boost to learning video contents development through University Center. I must mention here that our university has always remained ahead of using developing ITES and ICT related services. So dear friends, noting this all, today's scenario of ICT for teaching, learning, we being the teacher must contribute to this development, and it is need of today's environment also. The importance and need of online teaching like e-learning and unlearning is increasing day by day. The reason behind it is ubiquitous technology. Student can use it anytime, anywhere without boundaries. The theme is focused on G Suite because many of us does not know that it is free online education platform for educational institutions. G Suite accounts come with G Suite Administrator that manages all accounts associated with access to core set of apps that include basic services like Gmail, Calendar, Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Forms, Google Plus, Hangout Meet, Hangout Chat, Sites, Groups, and other some facilities also. It's interesting to know that how many students and teachers use G Suite. Today, both Chromebooks and classrooms are used by more than 20 million teachers and students, and it is also important to note that more than 70 million people actively use G Suite for education. Out of all this, it is also important to know that YouTube is a part of G Suite for education because G Suite for education offers two categories of Google services, basic and additional. Additional services like YouTube, Maps, Blogger are designed for consumer users and can optionally be used with Google G Suite for education accounts if allowed for educational purposes by Institute Domain Administrator. The standard G Suite for education plan is completely free. It includes email accounts for your organization, the full product suite, unlimited document storage, and video conferencing. It's an amazing way. If you have a school and quality for the free G Suite for education plan, then definitely get it. To have a look on G Suite structure, I have these PPTs. So dear friends, this PPT is giving you basic G Suite idea and the apps involved in basic G Suite that is already discussed. So part 1 of the G Suite is Connect that contains some basic tools, and see the part 2. Part 2 is a Create that also contains all the basic tools, and then Part 3, Access, which contains Drive and Google Cloud Search, out of which Google Drive is a part of basic tools of the G Suite. And part 4, that is Control, is Admin, Halt, Endpoint, and Works Insights. These parts may be in additional tools or in basic tools. So how to get the G Suite free for non-profit organization or small organizations or institutes? That is now important. So there are three ways to get G Suite free. Either the buyers G Suite together with yourself or non-profit organization or schools to get G Suite for education free. So piece it together, that means for non-profit organization and institute, this can be obtained freely, or to get organization email configured for free. Free email gives us the free G Suite access, and then another way is to log into your web host account and set up the Gmail account, web host account, and out of that account you can access many services of G Suite. Here it is given how to access, and it is for professional organization or small companies. They can access the G Suite in free of cost. So get a G Suite for free as a non-profit organization. A full version of G Suite can be obtained with storage, cloud, and many other facilities. So, dear friends, we have gone through these PPTs. You know now that if you are non-profit or institute, organization or institute, you are in consideration for free version and get access to full version of G Suite without having to pay. For the rest of us, it is possible to get G Suite for free if we are willing to use a free Gmail account, access Google's product suite through the Gmail account, and then connect our professional or company emails to that account. This option does have limited storage and don't give us an easy way to manage users. That's why we can only say that going this route, if our organization is very small, if you only have one or two other people that need company emails, you can get G Suite for free by going this route. So dear friends, this what all required for beginning. You can start the use of such tools, teaching and e-content development at home by using easygoing tools, integrated tools, and under one platform by using simple your own laptop. No high-level technology is required. Once again, I express my sincere thanks to Unicity for giving us opportunity to organize this program. With this, I end up my talk. Thanks to all.
Thank you, sir, for giving us the complete background and need of this particular FDP program. Now, I request our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, sir, to guide us on this occasion. Dr. Rajesh Jaipurkar, sir.
Very warm morning to one and all. Namaskar. I am Dr. Rajesh Jaipurkar, working as a Pro Vice Chancellor of this Sant Gadgi Baba Amravati University, Maharashtra. Chairman of this inaugural session, Dr. M.G. Chandekar ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sant Gadgi Baba Amravati University. Registrar Dr. Tushar Deshmukh ji, Dean, Faculty of Science and Technology, Dr. F.C. Raghuvanshi ji, Dean, Faculty of Humanities, Principal Dr. A.B. Moril ji, Dean Interdisciplinary Studies, Dr. So Manisha Kale ji, Dean Faculty of Commerce and Management, Principal Dr. Nichit ji, convener of this faculty development program, Dr. V.M. Thakre ji, all the dignitaries, invitees, principals, teachers, participants, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I offer sincere salutation to our motivational force, the great social reformer Sant Gadge Baba. Friends, we all are experiencing very uncertain situation due to COVID-19 pandemic. Right from the end of March till this day, that is from last 3 months, we are forced to restrict to ourselves in our homes. This situation has created a big challenge to education sector. Now it is very much essential to avoid gathering and to follow social distancing. It is also very true that we must continue teaching, taking all precautions. University Grants Commission has already issued advisory asking to have 25% online classes. Looking to the need of our postgraduate Department of Computer Science and Engineering of this university came forward and organized this 1-week National Faculty Development Program. Friends, the theme is very important. It is student-centric and very much needed. In this week-long program, participants will be having theory, practical, doubt session, assessment for G-Suite for communication, e-content development, education, new creations, control and access. Expert faculties from this department and other will be rendering their services. I am very happy to share that we have 3,000 plus participants registered for this faculty development program throughout the nation. I appeal all the participants to spare their valuable time for this faculty development program. I am confident that this FDP will definitely evolve good results. I welcome all the participants and I extend warm wishes for the grand success of this program. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom on this occasion. Now, I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Murlidhar Chandekar, sir, to guide us on this occasion. Please, sir.
Good morning to everybody. I am very much happy to be here to inaugurate the national level faculty development program on G-Suite and allied tools in education, teaching and e-content development. This program is organized by Postgraduate Department of Computer Science and Engineering of Sant Gadge Baba, Amravati University. First, I would like to congratulate the Computer Department of our university to successfully organize the national level this program. And I welcome to the all participants from the entire country to attend this workshop for 7 days. This workshop is fully technology based teaching and learning process. What contents are involved of this process? We will know about this through the various sessions in this 7 days program. This is need of time. When during our student life and when we join as a teacher in this field, we entered. At that time there was no need the technology in the teaching learning process. Only classroom teaching was there by using the blackboard and chalk. That's all. And there was your notes and book also was supported to teach the students. But now the concept of the education has been changed. No academic mandates introduced by the various apex bodies in the higher education field. The all changes are showing the education is going to be changed. What education is going to be changed means what? Just what is the academic mandates of the UGC? UGC introduced the Swayam, MOOCs, NPTEL, Swayam Prabha, GAN, LEAP, and any other also schemes in this regard. Modern curriculum is also introduced by the AICTE also. There was at that time there was annual pattern, now we have semester pattern. In that system there was only one time assessment, and here not only 2 time assessment, here continuous assessment is also there. Means only passing percentage on award the degree or certificate is not enough to the students. The parameter of the quality in higher education also has been changed. He should know something. If teacher should know something, if this is the expectation from the education field, provider means teacher also should know in this regard. Whatever changes are coming in our field, and we want to success the field, successfully implement that scheme, the provider, that means knowledge provider, technology provider, we can say anything, that is teacher, he should be able to implement these things successfully. Now just like the apex bodies, national education policy is also coming. This education policy is also going to be changed, entire system of the higher education. The only entire education is divided in the 3 categories: research, training and multipurpose faculty, interdisciplinary. Those who want to do research, they can join the research. Somebody can be interested in training field, he can go there. And another liberal arts and interdisciplinary means we should be expertise. हिंदी में भी कहते मतलब बच्चों को भी बारे में अभी जो कहा जाता है कि वो बच्चा कितना पढ़ा, इससे भी वो क्या पढ़ा, that is important in this field. This sentence is not applicable to the students only. This is applicable for the teachers also. The new scheme is also implemented by the so many universities and colleges also. One student, one skill. In every year students got any skill. 3 साल में 3 स्किल लेगा और डिग्री के साथ में बाहर जाएगा. That will be skill. Like this, teacher also should achieve the any skill. Now, Sant Gadge Baba Amaravati University is thinking regarding the 3 we can say the concept of the this education. One, regarding the teacher, teacher should be teacher, teacher should be trainer, and teacher should be counselor. Now role of the teacher is also changed, and we want sustain in this field. We should achieve this thing. Now new generation is very talented. We should accept the talent of the new generation. They are very much aware about the changes which are coming regarding the technology and any other thing also. Sometimes we can say, if we not change the syllabus and curriculum will be outdated. Now we can say, if teacher is not aware about the changes which are coming, teacher also may be outdated. And if teacher is outdated in our field, so this will be in justification to the students. Because teachers are dependent upon, students are dependent about the teachers. Whatever they want the students, we should provide that. And now need of the time is technology-based teaching, outcome-based teaching and learning process. Not only how much degree awarded by my institution, that cannot be the parameters of the quality in higher education. What quality achieve the students as well as the degree, that is important. Only we are providing it the syllabus and curriculum for the examination preparation and awarding the degree. That is not enough. We should also award about these technological changes which are coming. This workshop, the purpose of to organize this workshop is this. The technology-based teaching. There are 3 or 4 sessions maybe in a day. Near about 25 lectures will be delivered by the resource person. A learning management system, Google Classroom, so many apps we are also using for the meeting purpose and conducting the classroom during the corona period. Before that not. But now you are using. As per the situation is not permitted to physical teaching and learning process. We find another way. And we go for the teaching and learning process on the basis of the technology. This shows if we decide, we can do. I think this changes is not up to the corona period. After corona period also, this will be necessary, unavoidable, this thing in education field. That's why we should learn from this workshop. I hope and I think this workshop will be most beneficial to the faculty. You learn the things of the technology, and I hope, I am very much confident also, the eminent resource persons are here, they will be deliver the speech, and their speech will be most useful to implement in teaching and learning process, and that will be beneficial to our students. I am very much happy again to inaugurate the workshop. This will be most beneficial not to the students, to the teachers also. I am going to be declared this 7 days program is inaugurated. Thank you. Welcome to attend this 7 days program and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us on this occasion. Now, I request Professor Suhas Paspande, organizing secretary of this 1 week online FDP, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, madam. First of all, I would like to thank the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Murlidhar Chandekar sir, for his motivation and constant encouragement for organization of this faculty development program. I am thankful to the Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajesh Jaipurkar sir, for his constant support during the different stages of this faculty development program. I am also thankful to the respected registrar, Dr. Tushar Deshmukh, for his support and for providing all the resources needed for organization of this FDP. I am thankful to the deans of all faculty and the members of various authorities of the university. I must thank the convener of this FDP and the head of the department, Dr. V.M. Thakre sir, for his initiative and his efforts for the successful organization of this faculty development program. I am indebted to the respected members of the organizing committee for their restless effort for making this program a success. Last and not least, I am thankful to all the participants for their overwhelming response, and I hope that all of them would participate in each of the activity during this FDP. Thank you.